Hi everyone, it's Erin from the Provincial Farmhouse. In today's video, we're doing some customized garden decor using the LaserPecker 2. For my first project, I'm going to be engraving a terracotta pot. I'm going to be using LaserPecker's design space and I'm typing in the word bloom. And I am just keeping it simple for this one. You could use a plant name, you could use somebody's name if you're going to customize it as a gift. I'm going in and selecting the font that I want. I want something a little bit more fancy, so I've selected one that I think will be suitable. And then once I've done that, I'm going to be having a look at placing my terracotta pot into position. I've got a piece of wood down. This is just to protect the laser base. I'm going to make sure that the laser is as high up as it can go, and then I'm going to position the pot underneath. I'm going to just be engraving the top lip of the terracotta pot. For the bottom section, I'm going to prop it up with a few pieces of wood so that it is flat and level. I also put some wood either side of the pot to stop it from rolling. When the pot is secured in place, I am going to go back to design space and hit preview. This is going to show me a box on my project so that I can see exactly where it's going to go. I sometimes have to turn my overhead light off so that I can see it properly. And you can see on the right, I'm just having a play, moving it around, resizing it a little bit until I'm happy with where it's going to sit on the pot. I'm then going to hit next and then send file. That's going to send the file via Bluetooth to the laser itself. And then it's going to take me to another screen where I need to make sure that pottery is selected as the material we're using. And I'm just going to go with the preset settings here. I'm going to put on my safety glasses and then I'm going to hit start. As I said previously, I kept mine pretty neutral with just using the word bloom, but you could put an image on here. Just keep in mind the shape of the pot, and that often will dictate what you actually engrave. When it's finished, I'm going to take it out from under the laser, and as you can see, it has created a beautiful text label. I think it is absolutely adorable. You could put the plant name on there, so many possibilities. For the next project, I'm going to be working with these little wooden tags or stakes. I'm going to go back into design space and I'm going to put in the word basil. So I'm going to be engraving these with the plant names on there or the plant labels. Again, I'm going to search for a font that I like, and then once I'm happy with that, I'll click out of it and then hit preview. I'm now having a look to see how the text is going to look. I need to lower the laser closer to my project. Ideally 110 millimeters is where you want to make sure you're at. And I'm just resizing it. I don't want it to be too small, so I'm resizing it until I'm happy with it and making sure it's centered. And then once I'm happy with that, just like before, I am going to hit next, then send file. And that's going to send it over to the laser. And then once that's all set up, I'll make sure that I have my safety glasses on. I also need to make sure that I've selected wood because we are working with a different material. So always make sure you've got the correct settings there. And again, I'm going with the presets. And then I am going to hit start. I'm actually making these for my mum to have in her garden. You could go even further with these and you could put the date perhaps that the seeds were planted. There's a lot of possibilities with this and I just think that they look really lovely. They'll definitely look great in anybody's garden. When it's finished, I will lift the laser up and take my tag out and you'll see that it has created a beautiful design. For the next tag, I am going to be using the name Time. I've repeated the same steps as I did before. I'm keeping with the exact same settings because I'm happy with how it looks. If you finish doing this and you are not happy with how it's looked, you can actually get it to run again if you want it to be a bit darker, a bit deeper. And again, this was very quick. Each one only took about a minute to engrave and it really does look quite professional. So if you have a small business, this could be a great idea for something to have in your shop or in your booth. You can see for my third one, I'm doing the word sage. I'm engraving wooden tags for the garden, but you could use metal tags instead. Remember, this can engrave on metal. I did that in my first video, but as you can see, these are just classic, timeless, just very, very sweet. They'd look great in any garden or in a pot. For our final project, I'm going to be engraving these very sweet garden tools, and I'm just going to be engraving on the handle. So again, I'm going into Design Space and I'm going to be typing in the word plant. Again, I wanted to keep it very simple. You could put somebody's name, perhaps a date, if maybe an anniversary. I'm keeping it very simple here with the word plant. I'm finding a font that I want to use, and then once I am happy with that, I'm going to place the garden tool underneath the laser, and as you can see, it's moving around, so I'm going to use some more wood to prop the tool up so that it is nice and stable. It's going to stay still while we're engraving, and then I'm going to lower the laser closer. Once I have that ready to go, I am going to go back into Design Space and I'm going to hit Preview. And this is really where I'm going to be able to move that label around. Now this is a rounded surface, so I need to keep that in mind. And I also need to keep the size in mind. I don't want it too big. When I'm happy with that, I am going to send the file over. I'm going to make sure that it's selected as wood, and we're just going with the preset settings, and it was a very quick project. I'm also going to be doing the words bloom and grow as well, so it's just going to be a little set of 3. If you would like to get your own LaserPecker too, you can go to the link in my description box and grab one there, and my viewers are going to get 10% off using the code Erin10. In today's video, I have engraved and customized a pot, garden tags, and now some garden tools. You could create a seed box with this. You could customize so many things, and as you can see, they turn out beautiful and very professional looking. I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing what the LaserPecker 2 can do when it comes to customizing garden decor and tools. Let me know if you had a favorite project from today's video. For more tutorials, make sure you check out the LaserPecker YouTube channel, and also remember to use the links in my description box if you'd like to get your own LaserPecker. If you enjoyed today's video, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, guys.